Roll call, please, Madam
Trustee Chanel McFadden. Trustee Don Colter. Present. Trustee Will Thompson. Present. Trustee Jane Willis. Here. Trustee Theo Brooks.
Here.
Mayor Rivera.
Present. Staff observation, please. To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. General public comments, please. Why are you so quiet?
Hello, everyone, Mayor, Trustees, and all. First of all, I'd like to start off by saying thank you to Jewel Thompson, Trustee Jewel Thompson, and Trustee Theo Brooks for coming out on Saturday to our Vision Family Day. Thank you, and also we'd like to thank Trustee Theo Brooks too for his donation to the Block Club. His huge donation to the Block Club. Okay, I just wanted to remind everyone about what's coming up with the Community Block Club at University Park on Saturday, December 2nd. We are having our festival of ornaments at the University Park Library from 10:30 to 12 p.m. Everyone bring a wrapped ornament and receive one in exchange. Light refreshments will be served. This event will be kicked off for our annual holiday decorating contest, which begins 12/4/23 through 12/18/23. That's all I like to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. O'Brien. Thank you so much. Ms. Nettie?
Good evening, everybody. I'm addressing the 6 trustees. I've already asked the mayor about the village court not being available to do foyers. It's imperative that we get foyers done and in a timely manner, such as it says on the paper, 5 days to get the foyers done. The mayor can't do anything about it. So I asked him if he would get with the trustees, because we need to do things in a proper manner. If you just get with the trustees. If you guys would get with the mayor and find a solution to the village clerk doing the getting the foyers done. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Morgan.
I agree with Ms. Morgan. It's imperative to get the foyers out. We already were having issues for many, many years. We were not getting our foyers on time. Now it's carried over. Unfortunately, I know that Madam Clerk does have some health issues, but I think it's imperative that I think it's her, and I could be wrong on Ms. Frazier. I think she has to be the one to pick a deputy clerk, which we need a deputy clerk that's gonna be able to fulfill some of those things that she's not doing. Because I've heard from residents and they're complaining. Phyllis Saunders isn't here tonight, Planning Commission. She put in a request September 1st, I believe she said. And not even a response, nothing to even acknowledge that she received it. So that's unheard of, it's unacceptable. Somebody needs to put the pedal to the metal, get the job done. FOIAs are important, that's our information, the freedom of information. We need that. So yes, something needs to be done ASAP.
Oh, do you want me to,
Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
so just so you know, with the deputy clerk, she would be the only one that would be allowed to do it, and that's only because you all have an ordinance that allows her to. If you were to abolish the ordinance and then allow her duties to be resolved by another title, then you could allow another position, because like right now, you have the executive assistant pretty much doing everything that she's doing. Right. Except for maybe signing off on, there are some places where, because the statute says on those places where sometimes it has the clerk's signature, the deputy clerk signs just as, or sometimes the deputy clerk's signature would be as good as the clerk. But that she would be able to do. So I know unfortunately I think this is more like how to clerk's office, but everything else as far as her duties, she's pretty much been doing. So you can actually pass an ordinance, and this is just something I'm bringing up, that you can do, abolishing the position of the deputy clerk and allowing the position of this person or anything else to take on the responsibilities that have been outlined in that particular ordinance. And then that way, they're allowed to do everything else, everything that's been outlined in that ordinance. And then that way, they're doing everything that the deputy clerk is doing, they're just not calling the deputy clerk. They don't have to worry about Madam Clerk being the only one that's able to appoint a person that's carrying out the duties of the deputy clerk, because you have somebody that's doing the duties of the deputy clerk and it's not called the deputy clerk.
Right, and Ms. Harris is doing an excellent job, but that's not what she was hired to do. She was hired to be the assistant to the village manager, and I think that's putting a trust load of work on her, because those FOIA requests are way back, they have never been fulfilled.
So the points are something different, and that's a different, that's completely. You actually have to have training to be a FOIA officer. You have to have training to be a FOIA officer, so that is a completely different. Yes.
Even deputy.
Yeah, well, you have to have FOIA training, but she as a deputy clerk, she would receive that training, but you can't just be a FOIA officer, you can't just say, I'm gonna be a FOIA officer. There is training that's required for that, so, yes, but I'm just saying, just as far as like day-to-day stuff that needs to be done, because that's my understanding, aside from FOIAs, there's a lot of, I guess, like day-to-day stuff that unfortunately, it's just backed up and that needs to be done. So it's just something for the board to think about.
So is it fair to say that we won't never ever be able to get our quotas?
No, that's not.
You have to train, we have the village clerk who is off for, we don't know how long. So we won't never ever get our quota.
But we can assist we can assist with FOIAs. I mean, that's not a problem.
Who is we?
Our office. Our office, we have potential executive assistants too.
Okay.
But
Your number, please.
what should happen is the village, they shouldn't be coming directly from residents, that shouldn't be the case. Because that honestly, the office shouldn't be the ones that are doing it, what I'm saying to you is, they should be filtered from, they're coming in through the village, and if the village feels as if they need assistance, then they should, because typically we only help when they're like complicated ones, or if they're like, I don't, this is so voluminous, are there just certain documents we should be giving them? But because of the nature of what's happening, nothing should be coming directly to us, it should be coming from the village. The village is just feeling overwhelmed, and they feel as if there's some things that they need. They still, I'm not going to say, hey, start giving us, sending them directly to us. I'm not doing that. If you're sending it to the village, and then the village can be sent to us, if they need assistance.
Yeah, but that's what it about.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. That's not something that you shouldn't have to be paying for, but I'm just saying that is something you're feeling. I'm just saying that it's.
Mayor, let me recognize. I just like to comment. I guess sometimes facts always get twisted. Here's a fact. I did file a lawsuit. It was against Miss E for failing to give me documents. During that period of time, what I learned is that someone had put in a FOIA. Before I had asked for some documents, he sued. And he got $10,000 out of a lawsuit that I've never seen or approved as a trustee, but he got it. So I'm saying this to the board, that these things are happening, and we just need to take the measures to do it. In my lawsuit, I got $0, but I spent all my money to prove a point. A trustee should be able to ask for documents just like a resident asks for documents in order for me to make a sound decision in the village. You have the right to ask for a FOIA, just like Channel 7, 9, 2, 5, whoever walk in here, to get that same Freedom of Information, it's Freedom of Information Act documents. So whatever we need to do it. And we need to do it fast, because if this is true, let me just emphasize again, a $10,000 lawsuit. The chair corrected me, $15,000 went to a man because of this FOIA mess. I got $0, because that's not what I was looking for. So I don't think we have that money to be dispersing out. I yield my time.
I think we do need to make a decision on something before it's about to out to the residents. And people that need the information, I think we as trustees will have to make a decision. If not, partners not here to deliver what people are asking for. So I think that's something we should be today. We'll talk about starting up an executive session or whatever. We need to go back up with the information. It's months and years from what I hear. That's way behind, and that's unacceptable to the residents and the other people, like Liz has spoken, Bill County, this and stuff. They operate on anything. So I give my time.
Yeah, Mr. Scribe.
Good evening, Mayor, board, those present, those viewing. How's everybody out here Thanksgiving? Thankful. Okay, my cover. Okay. Looking at the agenda tonight, and I see the item 5.1B for appointment of the following committee and commission applicants. I don't see my name on here at all, and I applied October 20th. I have a copy, if somebody needs a copy of my copy that I received
when I applied. So how do I get to have my name?
Was it on that?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
What did you apply to?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Stroud, what did you apply for?
Economic Development, Senior Citizens Committee, Youth Commission, definitely Code Enforcement Committee. I know after 27 years, I got something to bring to the table for Code Enforcement. Does it make a difference as far as the committees that I applied for?
No, I don't know, because I had. Mr. Stroud, I was working, I'm not sure if it's, I'm not sure if Claudia was still in her position as an executive assistant, but she was keeping an update of all the people that have applied to certain committees and commissions. She was providing me with an update weekly. I make sure to say, whoever applied, make sure you send me a list. Once she switched over, once that position was switched over, it was now switched over to the executive assistant, Ms. Sharice Mosley. And I was hoping that she's getting all the updated applications and giving that out to somebody. I'm not sure if she is. I have reached out. I did give her the list of all the people that have applied that I knew of since I've been in, and that's been since October. So I did give her the list. Anything after that, I have no idea. I have not received an update from her, any additional people. So the people that's on this list were people that have applied in that time period. The ones that are on the list is the ones where it fitted on. There was enough people to make an actual board. So for instance, the Senior Citizens Committee, I believe was one person. So we're not putting anything out there yet until we be able to have enough people to have an actual board to meet. So these that's on this list now will help complete committees, boards. So there is other people out there that have applied for different committees, but it's only one, or it's only two, and we need at least three to have a board. So thank you for letting me know that you have applied. I'm not sure if anybody else who have. I will reach out to Ms. Mosley. Actually, I gave her a call today because I wanted to get that list. I wasn't able to reach her, but I will check with her and see if there's any additional people, because we want to make sure that all of our residents have an opportunity to serve.
Thank you. I'm glad that you're in attendance physically. I'm glad to know that you're back, and I appreciate that explanation. But I never ever dealt with Claudia in reference to this application. Ms. Mosley, this was, I gave the application to who I got my copy from. So I didn't know if there was a certain time frame cut off or something, perhaps, that these names, because at that time, she was very helpful to me, I think, as far as sharing some of these names of people who had applied. So since I did apply, I didn't know if there was a time frame. So is there, or people can still apply?
Absolutely, people can still apply. We're looking at people right now. There's a lot of committees that still need to be filled. Like I said, it's only maybe one or two in some of these committees. So we definitely want to, like I said, I have not received an updated list from Ms. Mosley. So she might receive additional applicants. So we just have to reach out to her and see. And I will do that.
Okay, and for my clarity, you said each of these committees or commissions need at least 3 members, or are you referencing as far as a quorum for a board?
Correct.
Okay.
You have to have.
Sure. Okay. I just wanted to clarify, because I didn't hear you mention about the quorum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ms. Robinson, can I help you?
Pardon?
The committee to apply. I'm in one. Senior Citizen,
Pardon?
Senior Citizen Committee, Code Enforcement, Economic Development, and
Youth Commission. Now, I remember your comment at the last board meeting, Trustee Fulcher, about those who have been on committees and so forth. I've been on all these committees or commissions. So is that an hindrance? Or it's not? Okay. All right, just wanted to know that. And I'd also like to say, I know this is the second year that the senior snow removal program is in effect. And I'd like to appeal to all seniors in the community. Please make sure you fill out your application like I did today at Village Hall or online to make sure we can all get our snow removed. Thank you. Everyone have a safe evening.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Brown. Item 518, second reading and orders providing for the annual budget for the fiscal year commencing May 1st, 2020. And ending April 30th, 2024 for the Village Resources Department. We'll answer copies. Is there a motion? Second by Trustee Williams. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Mayor, can I say something about this, budget that you guys getting ready to get?
Mr. Robinson, excuse me, we just kind of finished all the public comment section, so usually when we come in, we do public comments, you sign it, thing, and come in and we acknowledge all the people who sign there for public comments. So just miss that. Sorry about that. Yes, roll call.
Trustee Karen Lewis. Both sides. Trustee Janelle Stack. Both sides. Trustee.
Second reading.
Item
518.
Trustee Don Fulcher.
Discussion.
Discussion.
Trustee.
Yeah, because I seen it was just the second reading. Right.
Trustee Drew Thompson. Both sides. Trustee Jane Williams. Both sides. Trustee Theo Brooks.
Both sides.
Mayor Rubin.
Vote aye. Right. Item 518, appointment of following committee and commission applicants.
So I have discussion, that's what I was saying. Questions on it.
On this one.
On the budget.
Okay. Oh, budget.
That's what I was saying.
We just did that. Okay, go ahead.
That's what I just said. You said, yeah, we can have discussion.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So we have discussion on it.
Yeah, we have discussion on it.
You didn't concur, right?
Huh?
You did. I mean, we still can go. She had a misunderstanding.
That's why I asked about full discussion. Y'all said, yeah, discussion.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
You gotta have questions for discussion first.
Stick up on me. Making the adjustments.
Right. Okay, so I had a couple of questions about certain things. The first one is for page 4. The oversized overweight limit. So I see you are projected for 107,000. I thought we did some permits last year. For this year, 2023, I don't see any actuals, so just wanted to know what that number was. For the oversized overweight permits.
So previously, there were no fines being put out for these oversized and employee permits, which is why we're trying to start enforcing that. The actuals from last year, I'm going to pull up. I don't think we started collecting until fiscal year 24 is when we started enforcement on the oversized. So in fiscal year 23, we had not started collecting money on that. This year is when we're starting to collect.
So you are projecting 107,000?
Yes.
Next, I wanted to know what line item shows the metro revenue, where we see the revenue that we receive in from it.
That is under. It's all part of the.
Well, how do you make it? Could you do that?
Yeah, I can get back to that.
Let me know which one for the next, that you're showing the revenue that we receive from metro, or have received from metro.
Okay.
Page 5, with the fringe benefits.
And just so you know, we have approximately $80,000. We have approximately $80,000 in the metro account. I don't have the exact number, I just looked at it yesterday. So I'll get that exact number for you. We'll find it out.
Okay.
Okay, so we're on page 5.
Oh, yeah, page 5, for the fringe benefits, for the there's a form. Who receives medical insurance for the Medicare? Because this is just the board and the.
Oh, Medicare is just the FICA taxes for, so whenever you get your paycheck, you have to.
That's just what's taken out?
Yes, so it's the state Medicare, it's not on.
That's all that comes out for all of us? Page 17. For the court records clerk. It says the 67,000 for 2 clerks. Actually, thought about, go ahead.
That was previously 1 clerk, and there's now 2 clerks over there, so the 67 is just for one.
The 67 is for 2. It was,
No, in
okay,
fiscal year 23, there was 1 clerk. During the fiscal year 24, there was a second 1 clerk.
She was transferred.
She was transferred.
okay, but, so with the 2, we're increasing it, 15,000?
Yes. Yeah, yes.
Which is your raises? I don't know.
No, that was a full-time salary because she was transferred in the middle of the fiscal year. That's why all of the salaries and all that part of it was still on when she was the village hall manager.
Sorry, well, can I hear you all?
So that individual was part-time of the fiscal year in village hall. She was transferred over back to her original position in records department. That's why the budget has split up the salary. It's not the whole salary, it's based on how many months she was here in village hall.
Page 18, the fire administrative assistant.
What page did you say?
18. So that's showing an increase of the 10,000.
Part of the union. So her salary that is in the budget line, which is also wrapped in her.
So I understand wages and all that kind of stuff, but this is a big increase you're sending out. The administrative assistant.
So one thing that I will point out, and I thought I caught all of them, I may not have, I'll check. One of the things that I found in the payroll transition from ADP to Paycom is there were several employees that had labor allocation that should not be. So, for example, there were some, say, police officers that were actually promoted to sergeants, but their home departments were in patrol. So when he provided the journal entry to put in the system, their salaries were in patrol instead of sergeant. So I had to make some adjustments for that one. For this particular line, I'm trying to pull up the salary schedule that shows me what salary is.
I mean, you can do that to me with this
Okay,
stuff.
yeah, I can need it, I'll go back.
Write it up, and, you have answers right now, that's great, if you can do that with the answers.
Yeah, and I'll confirm that with you, but I believe that's because it also includes her, which includes what that individual does night for. And when they go to the plan, but I'll get you that.
Okay, page 23, same thing, Secretary of Public Works, there's the 5,000 increase. A lot of big increases for these workers. Now, I can see if there were directors, but these are. I don't know. Even if they are millions, there's still, there are other ones that's not increased by such big numbers. Yeah. I mean, it could be, but just like I said, this is another one. Get back to me. The rules overtime, shouldn't that be broken out? The overtime should be broken out, but that's not the actual salary. Should include overtime into the actual salary. That doesn't guarantee that they would have that same overtime relation.
Actually,
Those are high raises. So if you're adding in the overtime, that's not correct, you're not supposed to add in overtime. They should, their base salary should be put in, that's it.
Well, the other thing is if we're comparing it from the prior year budget to the current budget, that was before, we had a full salary schedule put together. So as you can see, the budget from the previous year and the actuals were different for that reason. I will take a look at like potential for salary schedule right now. Oh, actually, she was on maternity leave in 23, so she got unpaid. So that's why the actuals will be different, because there were some, she didn't get paid full time.
But in the column that says % change, it says 27.12%.
That was from the prior year budget to the current budget. So the 23 budget was actually understated from her salary. So that's where the.
Yeah, so she was out from work for an extended amount of time, she was on maternity leave, she ran out of time. So when you run out of time, you don't get paid, so that's why her salary is lower than the year prior, from that year compared to the year before, because she was off for an extended amount of time, she wasn't getting a check at all.
You talking about the public works, correct?
Yes.
Okay, because the actual for 2023 is 51,815. And then 2022 was 47, so, I mean, that was already an increase. I don't know what it was for 2021, so it's still showing a progression. I don't see that it was lower than what it is. Now, this is at 56. So we could get back.
I know, always have a progression because of the contract.
Right, I understand the progression, but I'm just saying, percent of the progression, to me, with a lot of the employees, I'm seeing it's kind of high. The next thing, same thing for 23. Public works further. From my perspective, I don't know about the rest of the trustees, but I would like to see the community look better. So I would like for more money to be put into the landscaping, contractual services, stuff like that. I mean, based off of the budget, they're really not showing any type of increase. Even if you add an additional $50, that's $50,000. That was from the director. So based off of the other departments, public works is very low of a percent increase. And I think that's something that needs to be really focused on here in the community, is to look at our entries, our bank town center, our actual police department, our fire departments. I just really think that we need to invest more money into the way the village looks. So I would like to see more money put into the public works department section. I don't know what the other trustees do.
I agree.
They need a whole building.
I mean, they do, but I'm just saying in general, we need to figure out where this additional money gonna come in, who's gonna take care of weeds. I know we wasn't on the weeds. Who's gonna do all that type of stuff? So, like the board just said, yes, we want it. We need to find a way to put some money into it. That's how we feel now, basically just stated. I don't know where that can go.
How much money are you guys thinking?
I mean,
Okay.
You don't have a direct.
I don't know. I just say that if we need to figure out a contract to do some of these different things, if our public works department can't do it, then let's do it. But our entries don't look good. You know, they're there. We got our community, a lot of places, the fire department, the police department. I already talked about that before. That needs to work. We got a lot of reasons in the community that we feel that a contractor can take care of. That's just my perspective. I think we should put some money into it. I don't know how much. That's something to look at, but I don't know where it comes from. We have a plus from what I see from the budget. Put some money into the public works.
So they need to hire a director.
So I want to be cautious in pumping just money into departments. I know that in the next, year and a half, we're going to see an influx of money coming in because the TIF is dissolving. Historically, from what I understand, from what I saw my first year here, we struggled to make ends meet in the winter. I saw this. So I want to be cautiously optimistic. I understand we do need things that are done. That's why we look, the sidewalks have been repaired here. We're making progress. It might not be as fast as people want with the advent of the grants. I did hand out the list of the grants, the money that we have taken in. So it's a constant progress. I'm hopeful that next year with the budget, we will be able to really pump money through, but you have to think we have the salt shed. We have the sidewalk, replacement that we didn't even know that was with the town center funds. We also have the deck replacement. That's $115,000. So even though, I understand and I agree with you, I want to be cautious to make it through the winter, be fiscally responsible. And from there, my hope is that with the next budget, we really build and do big things and we're able to pump more money in to provide more support for things that you spoke about.
I agree that, we have to talk about all this stuff is already accounted for in this budget that we have to pay. And the time to do the landscaping and the work with the community is in the spring. So the next budget is not until for May. So we want to make sure we have money to start in the spring. That's what I would like for stuff that occur to take care of. So that was for that. Communications and community engagement session. What does that actually mean? What is the community engagement specialist? Curious about this. I know what the communications is. So what is the community engagement specialist?
That's always been the
Is it, I know HR is working on all that stuff, so I guess they will come up with what it actually consists of. I just want to understand it.
We're in the process of doing some restructuring, some audits.
Can I add on to that? So the fiscal year 2022 actual was 66,658. So who is this person? So it was our last year. So who is this person?
Yeah, I think we can say that executive session. I'll check on it.
Who is the person?
Yeah, HR person. Actually, I was discussing what she actually called it names, I was, look, that's not fair. Yes, we voted on that. Yes.
Okay, we have a special events in 27 with the golf course. That's considered all events at the golf course.
No, especially events at the golf course, so the golf course they pay for that. We don't pay for anything for those events. So that's totally separate.
No, I'm saying, what is that? Okay.
That was based off of the, just kind of full course estimate of like what we've been, doing with the golf course since it was taken over by the village. This would be for any type of, hall rentals for weddings or that, any type of special event that they're renting out the hall, that's what.
Right, because I thought it would be more. The other side, I guess, sorry. I thought it would be more than just 50,000. I think I remember like one event was almost 12 or 15,000. It was like about 9 or 11.
Yeah, we've collected that amount so far, actually it's lower than over that. I just don't want to put in something of projection when we have not ran that. We don't know, I don't want to just make up. So that we know we have to pay. We know we have that. I want to see how much we can do so for this next, if you want to keep in mind now the golf course is closed. We had to run around, so the event situation has slowed down because obviously the golfers are coming to do events, so we'll see how that turns out.
So that's just a conservative.
Absolutely.
Those are all my questions. Thank you. Oh, no, the next one was on 27. For the golf course, it's showing 60,000, but I thought we should be on.
For salaries?
No, for the University Park Golf Course funding agreement.
There was one payment that had already been paid in the year. That was paid, I think, in May.
It was paid in that.
So we have an account receivable for that.
All right, thank you very much.
Mayor, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So are we entertaining, selling, receiving revenues from campus sales? Is that something?
So that is a state shared revenue that everybody gets.
Next question. I see a line on here for, liquor commission. So who is our state liquor commission? Who? Who? Liquor commissioners, liquor commission.
The mayor.
Involvement? No, it was, Ernestine. Well,
Good. Anyone else? All right. Item 5 will be appointments of the following committees and commission applications. 78, Brandon Nail, signed for her, Andre Covington, for the Fire Commission, William Freeman, Vivian Covington, Bobby Greer, Code Enforcement Committee, Tip Brown, Dominique, Bill Morgan, Vivian Covington, Bobby Greer, Economic Development Committee, Stephon Dominique, Katrina Jones, Planning Commission, Vivian Covington. Your motion. Yes, yes. Is there a motion?
So,
Okay, motion, second, motion by Brooks, second by Butcher, question by McFadden, go right ahead.
At our last meeting, we had these names down. And I mentioned with the finance committee, we only needed two. And at that meeting, I said David Satterfield and Brandon Mills. So now we have the other two back on there. And someone did approve it. So I don't know what's going on with that.
But there's only two vacancies, there's only two vacancies.
How is it only 2 days?
It's, we have two vacancies.
Who are the others?
The other that's on the committee.
Because they did pull their information, the rest of their position had expired. They were over 3 years. So each one of the committee positions are 3-year terms. The ordinance states for the finance committee referred to is a 3-year term for committee members. So in general, all of them, everybody's position, because I was one of those that came at the same time, so my position had already expired after the 3 years. So really, everybody's position has expired, of course, except that.
The young lady, one lady got. So that's what we do.
Which lady?
What's her name? Clay. Yeah, Clay.
And what are others? Because the finance committee consists of 5 members, and then they also have advisory members, so it could be 7 members in total.
So what happened last week, last month, the last meeting, that was.
Which, about the county? From my understanding, everybody that was on there was supposed to be, everybody that was on the list should have been members, should be appointed members, because everybody that were finance committee members, all of their seats have expired. So we have to make sure, my thing is when I came in, of course, a lot of residents volunteered, right? So they signed up 5 years ago, 6 years ago, but there's other residents that want to be out and able to participate as well. So we have to make sure that we are actually following the rules. When it states that terms are 3 years, then it's 3 years. Thank the residents for their time and their service. Ask them to say, do you want to be on the committee again? Let them have the opportunity to apply again, or they might want to try the same things. But we also have to allow other residents to have the opportunity to be on it as well. That's why it has a 3-year term. So everybody positioned on the finance committee and other committees, a lot of them have expired. So that's why it's now those that have applied are the ones that should be allowed. And that's why I stated when I was on the phone at the last meeting that, and I've asked the mayor to talk to the executive assistant to make sure that you send letters out to the residents that have volunteered and thank them for their time and their service. Because we do appreciate everybody that has came, spent time and helped support the village. And then said also to say, please, if you want to apply again, because some people don't, like you said, they didn't want to do it. So you give the people the opportunity to say, if you want to apply again, they can apply again, and they didn't do this. But it's giving everybody the opportunity to have a time to serve. Yes. And I hope that the letters will eventually go out now, Liz. I will see so we can.
You wouldn't have received one.
Say again?
I was talking to Mr. Moore.
So to make sure, and I just want to say in general, I want to thank all those that have volunteered and have been on committees. And I want them to apply again. So if you haven't, please apply. We want you to be on, not just the committee you were on, but any other committee.
All right. Brooks.
Yes, I sent an email. Freeman was added to, Mr. William Freeman was added to the Police and Fire Commission. The only issue that I have is that we know that's a 5-man committee. So that means if you got 4, that means 2 is there now. So how in the heck can we have a 4 and they've been having it? It's not making sense.
Right.
So this Mr. Freeman was not on this list.
Well, Mr. Freeman, I put him on this, Mr. Freeman applied in 22, but there was not a vacancy in 2022.
He was not on the previous list.
No.
I mean, last month.
No, it was not, but he was there prior, he applied prior to any of these people, so you guys all made
Yeah,
your.
why wasn't he
Do
on
we have
the
a copy of this application, Stan?
I don't know where this came from, I didn't read this list.
You didn't put this on the agenda?
I put William Freeman on there.
But why
I
would we put
didn't,
Freeman on there when
I didn't
it's
see
on the
it.
road for 2?
No, it's only going for 1.
What is it, how many people are on the who are
Donald Patrick, Dolores Buckley, Roosevelt Martin, and John White.
Chief,
John White?
you was there last. How many people did you see? Okay,
And from my understanding, they only stated that they.
Commissioner Greer, who were we the last 2 fully certified commissioners until these commissioners get certified. When you went these past few times, how many people did you see? I'm yielding my time to ask this question.
First time I went, I saw 2 people. The second time, 3.
Okay. We need to play all games aside. I appreciate Mr. William Freeman. I hope he shows up at one of these police and fire commission meetings to show interest. He's not even here tonight. If it was to be sworn in as a commissioner, I have 2 people I see in the audience, Ms. Covington and Commissioner Greer. We're not gonna play the games with the Police and Fire Commission.
Sure not.
Their job is to be separate from this village. Passing out a damn badge do not give you the authority to be involved. That was the problem with the last person who tried to play chairman and jumped to be the chief, and he got caught. So tonight, we just named out 3 people. We have 2 that didn't apply. They are on there. Mr. Freeman should be striked. He's more than welcome to be appointed. The rule by state law, once the 3 years is up for one of the other commissioners, the mayor, although we changed the ordinance, Mr. Williams can come in on that term. But I'm gonna tell you something else, ladies and gentlemen. The problem that exists, when I was reappointed to the Police and Fire Commission for my 2nd term before becoming trustee, the Illinois Police and Fire Commission Association, who we pay money to, they actually feel that they never seen a high turnover with appointments of commissions. Don't mean to say it, but I'm just blunt. When you have white people from the southern part of Illinois, who sat on their first appointment for almost 20 years, their towns ain't going through these spins of appoint somebody else because the mayor didn't like you or the board didn't like you. Because I know what it felt like. Because that's why I wasn't there the first time. That's one of my memories of you, Mr. Mayor. You questioned the former mayor. Ain't he qualified? You sat right there, didn't you not say that? You did. I got a good memory. You spoke up for it. That's my point. Because we cannot continue to keep recycling. And so that's why I keep saying Ms. Greer is the last. We have one person that's fully certified. Roosevelt Martin, he's getting his certifications. We all are moving these modules. Let's make the appointments. Let's stop switching seats every 3 years on this particular commission. These people are supposed to be separate. I don't care who they voted for. If I go in there, I sat in that seat. None of them would have been removed, and I would not have replaced them if they want to sit. Because they serve this community. So Mr. Williams was not on this list. But I made it very clear, we have 4 people, we pick a choice. But you're saying it's 3, and we had 2. We had Covington, and we had Greer. So tonight, it's on the agenda. I motion to strike Mr. William. Well, what's this? William Freeman. If I can get a second, because he was not on the first one.
Second.
Please, from the audience, please. And I have just a quick question. So I'm just gonna make my comment on this commission things. I see that this is extremely important to the board members, but it's highly offensive to me. And I'm just gonna give it a quick spin on it, because this is gonna be a whole new thing, because I'm not gonna be quiet all my time. You wanna put an ex-mayor in the committee and the commission, when the only help that she gave to me when I got elected and won the seat in 2019 is told me she's gonna do everything within her powers to tear me down and my administration. I hear say, and I can stand behind what I say. This is totally wrong. Can I please have my respect, okay? And then the second is from the audience, please. This is facts. I'm not making this up, just throwing shit on nobody. But this is the fact also that when we had an opportunity to do the golf course over another development, and Jim Hopkins was there, then Mr. Cook was ready to blow my head off. So I don't care about what nobody says, because there's a police report over there. Because he was highly upset. He had to keep gripping by the side because he changed his vote about some development. So I take that very seriously, because when somebody gets killed by a gunshot, I don't know if anybody's experienced, but it's not a good thing. If anybody has had someone shot before, it's not a good thing. And I don't know about you all, but when someone threatens your life, I don't know when it ever goes away. So I'm going to let the people out there, the constituents, know what's really going on. These were not my choices. I'm not angry, and everything can move on forward. They want to go at me, slap the defamation, be careful. You come right on. The time, the games are over. The community is moving forward in a direction that has never moved forward before, and we're making progress to continue to recycle old blood over and over again, and make things like that we're doing everything so wrong. It's just inaccurate, and it's not factual. This administration, from 19 to 20, we made more progress than any mayor that I sat upon for the last 12 years. We had more economic development than any mayor in the village of University Park. We've got more audit, fiscal responsibility, closed tip, declared surplus than anybody. So the board has their pleasure. I'm going to speak my piece, and Trustee Brooks has a motion on the floor. There is a second on the floor. So the board will take their vote. But I spoke my piece, and God bless, we're going to continue to move on. Now you're going to see Joseph. You're going to see the real Joseph. I'm not tiptoeing no more.
So we can solve the Senate first.
So, Mr. Mayor, well, can I, since your voice your opinion, can I voice my opinion about the finance committee?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, Donna says we need freedom. I will request. Yes, ma'am. No, I said, I just said that we said all three. Okay, so we have now. You took it. Well, you actually have 7. So no, you need 7. Don't make this hard. Don't make this hard for you. So even the ones that are there, they still can stay. You have 7. Okay.
That's what I thought, Trustee. I didn't want to interrupt when you were talking. I was thinking the same thing. But you did. If I'm not mistaken, everyone that's on that point, but I agree with you. which one would be your voting member? I mean, I'm not familiar with that, but if I'm not mistaken, the vice, whoever would be advisory can't vote. But which, no, okay, so which one would be your voting members? Right.
But you got right now.
You said one motion, got motion.
Yeah, no, right.
And go roll call.
Right, yeah, so, right, so we.
I mean, you can go back.
To the order, right, so I believe.
Once you strike that, you can even go back to hers. This is strike one.
Right, and then she can
talk about
how she wants to do it, right?
So we have a motion to strike William Freeman from the Business Fire Commission. So, and second by Trustee Lewis.
Can I strike someone?
But we just, we're doing this one first, and then you can talk about it.
So now it's
On the motion.
on the motion to strike.
But they're voting on the motion to strike William Freeman from this. Trustee Brooks made the motion, Trustee Brooks made the second. I have a question. Now it's a roll call on the motion to strike William Freeman. Then we'll come back to the motion and whatever else we need to address. Roll call, please.
Trustee Karen Lewis.
Trustee Janelle McFadden.
Both sides.
Trustee Don Coltrane.
Both sides.
Trustee Jewel Thompson.
Both sides.
Trustee Jane Williams. Both sides. Trustee Theo Brooks.
Both sides.
Mayor Rudez.
Both sides.
So now you can ask that.
Okay.
Mr. Mayor, I just want to make a comment. This is done because, and I heard what you said, but this is me being fair. If you had Freeman on there, whether it was Freeman Covington, Freeman Greer, I would have had no problem with it. So I'm just saying that really, I don't give, I'm telling you now, I don't give a damn about politics. I'm 51 years old, we just ran a race. This village liked both of us. And I'm not trying to gain no damn points. So I just want you to know that. But apparently something is serious when you said, I didn't know all that happened at the golf course. And I knew that was a tense moment with the board back then. But that's my point, I want to tell the board, and me, it's not personal. It didn't make a difference who was who. It was what I did not see. And I'm just telling you what was told to me by the chairman of the New Orleans Police Fire Commission in 2014. So I didn't want this to be political or personal. Theo is out of that. I yield my time.
All right. Trustee McFadden.
Yes.
Did you have a motion or suggestion?
Yes, I would like to strike Sandra Hurd from the Finance Committee.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
There's a motion. There's a second? There's a motion on the floor by McFadden. Is there a second?
So
Moved. Second by Trustee Lewis. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Okay, understand. So we're striking Sandra Hurd.
The motion was to strike Sandra Hurd from the Finance Committee.
Motion by
McFadden, second by Lewis.
Can I question that?
Yes, sir.
Would this be strike as a voting member, or would this be, she would be advising? Right. Right, would you like, you want her as a member, but not as a.
She said no
membership?
she's gonna work with us.
Ma'am.
Trustee, it's not supposed to be personal about, it's not personal. It's not said you don't work well together.
No.
But the goal is for the committee to work for the betterment of the village. It's not supposed
I
to
don't
be.
think it would be for the betterment of the village. Now, if you want me to go into detail with it, I will.
Please.
It's not for the, it just be for the better. I know that I feel it's for the better.
There's a motion in a second. Please, roll call, Madam Clerk. Let's take its place.
Trustee Lewis.
Abstain.
Trustee McFadden.
No.
To strike.
To strike.
Trustee Folger,
Votes no.
trustee Thompson,
Votes no.
trustee Williams, votes no. Trustee Brooks.
Is he, hey,
Mayor Rivera.
Votes yes to strike.
No, sir.
All right.
One abstain.
All right. Thank you. Motion fair, trustee.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Now we got-
Man, I still have a question. I'm confused with the finance committee. If we voted for and my colleague is trying to express, this is what I'm trying to understand. She's trying to communicate something and I don't think it's being put across correctly. How many voting members you have right now, trustee? You just need only 2 more voting members? Or 3, or just 2? Okay, we all are voting on this. Why don't we?
Well, hold on, I'm still, they keep saying 2, but I just stated that all of them have expired.
Oh, all of them has expired. Oh,
I do have, I actually got the applications which was given to me, so I did see them.
oh, okay, okay. Well, okay, I yield my time.
Can still be on, I'm just saying that everybody has expired.
So now you're.
Now we're gonna make this. Is there a motion to appoint the members?
I make a motion to appoint for the finance committee, David Sevier, Brandon Mills, and third, and Andre Carlson. I would like to explain what happened.
We already.
Okay.
So I make a motion,
So I appoint the following, the committee and commission applicants on our. Okay.
Both of them, yeah. All of them. We're voting on the ones that are on the appointments.
You made a motion, you can say it.
Is it that bad that the trustee?
Yes.
She wants to tell us something that I feel is
You
important.
wanna tell me the private?
Oh, she.
She wants to tell us that.
Trustee, should we be discussing that on?
That's not good.
Yes.
Mayor, please don't, stop telling people what to do.
Can we please be quiet?
It's only one of them, because we're interested. We're talking about taxes,
It's okay. No problem.
Okay, so we have a motion.
You need to stop. You need to stop. That's what's wrong with the last one.
Excuse me. Okay, so we have a motion on the floor for appointing the following committee and commission applicants with the exception of we have a motion on the floor for the appointment of the following committee and commission applicants with the exception of William Freeman.
And did you hear this? When he said, should I ask something? Oh, he did. Yep.
It's on the block, you can do that's personal.
Okay, so we have a motion on the floor for the appointment of the following committee and commission applicants with the exception of William Freeman, who is voted to the strike from the police and fire commission. Who made the initial motion? And who second? Thank you. Okay, so So roll call, trustee Lewis. Trustee McFadden. Both sides. Trustee Bolger.
Both sides.
Trustee Thompson. Both sides. Trustee Williams. Both sides. Trustee Brooks.
Both sides.
Mayor Rudis.
Mayor Rudis says no.
Motion passed, ayes have it.
That's the best choices. Make sure you know that. All right. Your approval is a listing of general operating expenses for the Village of University Park that occurred on the 25th of October, 2023 to November 28th, 2023. General fund 195, 129, and 94. Town center fund 3,016 and 92. Capital project fund 3,338 and 90. 416.25. Payroll fund 2009 5673 with a grand total of 205 452 74. Is there a motion? There are moved by trustee Brooks. Second by Lewis. Question? Yes, ma'am.
I think that, are you talking about this? Okay. There's some things missing from this list. There's no credit card, statement from here for one. And so that just leaves me to wonder what else is missing.
So the credit card statements are never put on, the credit card is never placed on this building.
We pay the bill, right?
Yeah, but it's not paid this way. Just like we don't.
So you're responsible for all of it.
If you want to see it, you can definitely.
No, but I'm not, it's a bill.
It's a bill.
So past practice is that the credit cards have not been paid via check, which is where the.
That's not true.
It is true. Please stop.
That's not what the committee and commission.
This is the check register. The credit card bill, just like the bond payment, certain things are not paid by check. This is the check register for AP for approved checks. If you would like the credit card statement that is not paid by checks, I'm more than happy to give that to you.
But if the bill that we have to pay, whatever way it's paid, because we're responsible for what's on.
Right,
So
this
it's
is
the same.
bill, right, this is the AP bill.
Okay.
AP bills are totally different, but if you would like that, I can also.
Is it an account?
No.
The credit card is not an account?
Yeah, but it's not, this is for checks.
Okay.
But if you would.
Understand what I'm saying?
Like all the bills, meaning
I do.
what we pay, when we transfer to pay,
I do, I want that, and I want everything I asked for that I never got from.
so some of those things that you asked.
So what I'm saying is, if it's a bill or an account that we have to pay, then you should be able to see it without asking.
No problem,
It should be automatic.
no problem.
So to piggyback, so we say no problem, so the check, the credit card statement would be a part of bills payable. So that's it.
I can show it, I'll talk to the attorney, counsel, how would you like, how would we do that? We have to do that, how would we do that?
The credit card number is the.
Just for.
Yes, it's
If it's a payment that wasn't on there, I don't see why we
It's
would.
never been on there.
So why not?
Yes, okay. It doesn't matter to me if it was never on there,
Give it to us, or
or
like
on
you
there,
said.
not on there, all I know is, I'm accountable as an elected official for whatever money is going in now. And I would like to see it without asking, just like these checks around here, it's still something we have to pay. So, and the only reason you redact it, even though you do, is what if somebody's.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
So, Attorney Fraser, could you please just reiterate that the credit card statements can be part of the bill?
It can, yeah, but that's the only thing that I said as far as like if you come in.
Yeah. That's fine. So that was my statement, that's why I went next for the credit card statements for each bills payable time period. I'm glad Trustee Thompson brought it up, because when it says bills payable, that's a bill, paid bill. Even though this is, you just giving us a check register, it's still a bill that we have to pay. We have no idea if you're paying $100 for the credit cards, or if you're paying $20,000 for the credit cards. We don't see any of that information. We should be able to approve that, like I stated. So, thank you, Attorney Fraser, for reiterating that, yes, credit card statements should be a part of the bills bill.
And one more thing, are there any other things that you pay? That are not
Insurance, car insurance, police and fire pension, what else do we pay? Trying to think of what else.
Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Yeah, insurance, Blue Cross Blue Shield. I think that's about it.
But those typically be the same, or like.
Yeah, it's the insurance.
But I would just like to see.
Oh.
Thank you.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Trustee Karen Lewis, votes aye. Trustee Janelle McCray, votes aye. Trustee Donna Bolton,
Both sides.
trustee Jewel Thompson,
No. Votes no.
trustee Jane Williams, votes aye. Trustee Theo Brooks, votes aye. Mayor Rivera,
Votes aye to pay the bills.
ayes have it.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't get the most recent, because I know the clerk does not, she didn't do this agenda. But I just, actually, there's two things for the, like, the report, because I noticed it went straight to executive session. But, I want to, number one, welcome back on behalf of the board. So she returns and she gets my mic in my ankle, so that's even better. No wonder she was so soft talkative tonight. So that, and then for those of the community who, because there were some University Park kids who played for me at Red Chiefs, he announced the death of Richard Moore. Richard Moore passed away he had a tragic car accident. So when my wife told me, it was hard for me because, you know, that's when it comes to football and you spend 6 months with a kid twice, it kind of gets into your soul. So in a second, I'm gonna ask Trustee McFadden. She has the arrangements. I think it's she knows. I think it's going to be in her church. And then last, if this complaint came and it's for the village manager, I don't know how it's possible. I thought about it, but at Raleigh and Cicero, someone mentioned, was it plausible to discuss having some type of traffic light for those coming off those tracks and coming out of Industrial Park for safety. And I know it's shocking, but yes, that was what she had wrote. She said that a gentleman had an accident there. It really damaged his back, and he has not been right ever since. I don't know if his whole back was fused from the accident, but I can tell you, the person who's sitting here now with the views back, I feel like a knife is coming up my spine, and I don't know if it's because of the temperature or what, but no one wants to, you know, I mean, look what happened to my football player. He was on his way to go see my wife and them at Gloria Taylor Foundation. So just imagine it was a single car. Yeah, he actually graduated with my daughter. So, yeah, it hurts, but, I give it time.
All right. So I see I did this kind of short tonight, so we just gonna go, is there a motion?
I'm just gonna give you all the information for the services. His mom called me Sunday morning and informed me of his passing, and we notified the church. So the funeral will be Monday, December 4th, at 10 a.m. Faith Baptist Church. The wake is at 10, the funeral services are at 11. And they're not doing a burial because it's going to have a cremated. They're gonna come here for the repentance. Not in town center for the repentance. At 12 to 4. Thank you.
Trustee Williams.
I just want to say, former trustee Liz Williams, her son Nate Williams' son, which makes her grandson, passed away.
Who, Nate?
I'm not sure how it was.
Maybe 20?
Yeah, probably about there. I would have asked Ms. Morgan, I know she knows, but he unfortunately, he has to go, they do have to go from, because unfortunately.
Just as a challenge, yeah.
So yeah, they have more from me, but I just want to express my it's here.
Sick to my parents. All right, is there a motion? Thank you, guys.
I did want
You
to
got to go to comment, you got to
I just took a quick comment. I just see personally, a lot of you know that I was out because I was sick. I do want to thank each and every one of you. I had Rockstar parents and family, but I also have Rockstar community residents that was really here for me. They really kept in touch with me to make sure everything is going good. Just all the prayers, it made a big difference. Got healing, I'm still healing, but throughout your all's prayers, your text messages, your calls, your flowers, trustees, Williams, Brooks, Thompson, y'all, Katrina, Miss Greer, her niece, David, Mildred, it's a lot of you all started. A lot of you all really made a difference in my healing. I want to thank you all very personally. So thank you. Thank you.
Get to white and die. Right. All right, is there a motion to go into, we have to go into a brief executive session for the purpose of personnel or litigation? That moved by Trustee Brooks, second by the second, all in favor? Opposed, none. 5 minutes, we're ready for executive session.